it.
Proper man cave.
It is, isn't it?
This is a mini bar.
So,
I got some string with there, and I was IKEA carry bag to drag my beer up the stairs with then, so and all them doubles. Yes.
Yeah. So, Di Richards, Rugby Relics, and I'm with Howard Furlong. Howard,
Good day. How we doing?
pleasure. Yeah, and Howard's going to tell us about his collection. And so, how did it all start, Howard?
Right, well there we are. It didn't start for me, Di. The way I look at it now is I'm basically finishing it off. I'm finishing a collection that was started by my father. Dad passed away in 2012. We got him home, we had a good chat and everything.
Yeah.
You know, it was very difficult. We knew what was happening, he knew what was happening. And I was sitting with him one day, and I asked him outright. I said, can I put your mind at rest or anything you know you want doing or whatever? And it was difficult, you know, and about 40 seconds later, it seemed a lifetime, he just turned around to me and he said, well, will you take care of the rugby programmes and everything? And I just lost my breath at that point. It's the last thing I expected, you know, and there's my father, but that's my father. There's Terry Furlong.
Yeah.
I think that's Dennis from Maesteg Rugby Club, Dennis Thomas. I think so.
Yeah.
That's my dad with the players then. It's a bit blurry, a picture, mine, but
Yeah.
what you got here then? What they presenting him is with
that thing up here.
with that.
Yeah, this
What I've got up there.
Yeah.
And
So he was the photographer
he was he'd done all the filming of the games for Maesteg.
Yeah.
You say he'd done some for Nanti as well. A few months later, then we started bringing us things over.
Yeah. And was it mainly Maesteg programs he had?
No. I thought he had more than he had.
Yeah.
I didn't realise he had what he had, if you know what I mean. I couldn't understand where he had a load of Llanelli programs. I don't know how he got all of them. I just puzzled. There's still puzzles to this day where they came from. But no, there was a huge amount of international programs there. Huge amount of barbarians, a few lions in there as well.
How far were they going back? The internationals.
The earliest program my father had was the first barbarians game against Australia.
Oh, 48.
48.
Yeah.
That was the earliest one he had. Now I've taken it back much further than that. Particularly wartime ones, and a couple in the 30s as well, and one or two in the 20s I got. But yeah, when we went, I started reading a lot of it. So I brought it over and I was dipping into them. I didn't bother with magazines. They had so many magazines, Rugby Worlds, Welsh Rugbies and all that. I did have a little scout down and read them, and I really got into it, you know. And I was so the first thing I didn't want to sort of box them up, chuck them under the stairs and eaves the attic or whatever. You know, I thought, hang on, I'm going to look after this, and I don't want to just put them in there, forget about it. And I was really enjoying it, you know. So I decided, and I sorted the programs into seasons. We had every single Welsh Brewers annual. We had a number of the Playfair ones, but there were gaps in that, so we had to get them sorted as well pretty quick. And then the Rothmans, we had a number of them, but of course we didn't have them all. Yeah. So that was the point of reference then that I needed. And then I decided that I was going to start collecting, and I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to make it. I started a little list on the computer. I typed in everything he had. And using all the reference books then, I typed in everything that I thought he should have had. Like he might have been missing France away in the Five Nations, England away, Scotland home, things like that. So everything that he was missing, I typed in and read. And as I was slowly getting them, I was clicking on a computer and turning them into black. So I knew I had them. And, whatever.
Very methodical,
so that's what I'm doing.
So just take a second now just to take a look at the actual volume of stuff you've got.
Well, all this is just representative. That's if you're looking at club programs, everything's bundled up in boxes.
They're all in boxes there. And way excellent. And you go, it's quite wide, isn't it?
Like I said, I'm running out of space here really. But Yeah.
Can you build another
Well,
floor?
I don't know.
So do you have a like something that you revere, or you sort of like prize possession, or it's sort of how?
No, not really.
Something that jumps out and says, "Whoa, I love this."
I get as much
more than anything else.
I wish I had a 1905 New Zealand Wales programme. Definite. 1935 Wales, New Zealand.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When Wales beat them.
Yes, yeah.
And I got a complete football echo from the night.
Can you put your hand on it?
What, the 35
yeah,
Wales one?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure, I'll show you another thing as well now. These are the oldest ones. That's the first ever Middlesex Sevens, 1926.
Oh, that's a rare one.
There's, I don't know where I trawled that up from. There's a New Zealand, Swansea beat New Zealand, didn't he? There we are.
Yeah,
and there's a football echo. And there's a programme. That's when Wales beat New Zealand in 1935. Not many of them.
No.
And I got the 53 one by there. And that's one thing I love hearing when they say on TV, Wales have never beat New Zealand since 1953. And you can come up here and just pull a programme out.
Yeah.
And they said it about Australia, didn't they? That Wales haven't won in Australia since 1969.
That's right, yeah.
And you can go up there and just pull it off a shelf.
Yeah.
And you put it off a shelf, and that's a complete paper from the day, that is.
Oh.
Absolutely, man, look at the width of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's absolutely fantastic.
I remember that size, yeah.
Yeah. But,
the old league tables.
yeah. If you look inside, Maesteg started producing programmes in 1935, because somewhere in his paper it tells me they were an up-and-coming club.
All right, okay.
And they just started printing programmes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I absolutely love things like this.
The crowd, don't
Yeah, exactly. And I've been pooping because I was starving, wasn't he? Because it was really tough times then.
Yeah. Both the policy and play.
Yeah, the players been numbered, look, and there's a splendid programme is on sale each game. This is bound to give pleasure to keen followers of play.
Yeah.
So,
splendid programme.
Anyone in my say, get up your attic and start looking. But
right.
I'm quite happy with it. I think if he came back and seen us now,
He'd be happy, man.
Oh, he would. I think he'd come up there, and I know him if I can see him coming up them stairs now, knowing what he's coming up to see. He'd have a massive smile on his face. His jaw would drop when he's, wow, look at this. And then half an hour later, then he'd be on a cup of tea downstairs, and he'd be calling me everything. And he said, "What do you want to do that for?"
All right, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Dave. No problem.
Cheers, buddy.
A pleasure. Thank you, bud.